Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, where Pup and Bear travels. I'm Dan.
And I'm Bob.
And welcome to another video. And today,
This is our Disney haul video. All the merch that we've bought or picked up for free, etc. on our recent coast-to-coast Disney trip.
yes,
We went to, for those who haven't watched this whole series yet, because some people just like haul videos, please go back if you want to watch the series. It is from Disneyland California, our first ever visit there. Then we flew over to Florida to Disney World. So 5 nights in California, 9 nights in Florida. And this is all the stuff we've bought or picked up while we were there.
yeah. So, also, if you are a long-time watcher, you will know that we are Disney Vacation Club members. If you didn't know, then you do now. So, there will be a cost for this, and then we will tell you our final cost, which includes the tax that's added and then our discount. So taxes, just so you know, are different between the two states. I don't know exactly what they are, but from what I've worked out using the receipts, Florida is about 6.5% tax and California is about 7.75% tax. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but roughly that's what it is. Also, discounts are different between the parks. So Disney Vacation Club members only get 10% discount on merch in Disneyland, but you get 20% in Florida. So arguably it's cheaper to buy things in Florida than it is in Disneyland.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll give you the base cost that an item was, and then we'll give you the final dollar cost after tax and discount.
Yeah.
So that you know roughly how much everything is, roughly.
Yeah. You may be thinking, oh my God, how have they afforded all this? But it's because we've been saving a lot for the holiday, and we end up getting some good deals and stuff.
Yeah. We have done it into categories as well. So like bags, clothing, foodstuffs, etc. When I say foodstuffs, not actual food, but stuff that's food related. So we'll go through them category by category. We'll tell you where we got them from as well, which resort or place and the particular shop, etc. So that you know if you want to find them yourselves. So our first category is going to be quite an expensive one. I don't think it's the most expensive one. I think there might have been pins, but we did spend quite a lot on them. But it's bags. Generally, mainly Loungefly bags, but there were other ones. We went to the Outlets Orange, and specifically we were looking for a specific shop. So we were looking for box lunch. We ended up going to more shops, and actually the first batch of stuff we bought were from Hot Topic.
We found
that first.
Didn't even know of the place until we walked past the window and we went, oh, this looks like nerdy, geeky stuff. Let's have a look.
So the first item that I've picked up is a Loungefly. And if you've watched the vlog, you would have seen this, possibly. And if you're on our Facebook group, you would have seen this. But this is a Miss Piggy Loungefly. Now, Hot Topic had an offer on that was buy 2, get the 3rd item free. They had a limit on the amount of bags you could get though, and they said you can only get 2 bags. However, we said, oh, so that means we can't get the 3 we want. She said, well, I'm the manager, so I can make an exception. And how it works is you don't actually get the 3rd item free. They take the amount off over the 3 bags. It's a little bit complicated when you look at the receipt. So it's going to look a bit weird in the cost that we've done, because I've had to give you the final cost that it was after the discounts. So this came from, I said, Hot Topic, and it was originally $46.90, so which is quite cheap for a Loungefly, which once they took off the discount of the 3rd 3, it was $32.74. So also in that shop isn't Loungefly, but is another bag, a TARDIS. So when we were in there, we saw this high up on the shelves, and we're like, oh, I was like, Bob, look, I can't remember whether you saw it or I saw it, but it doesn't really matter. The little doors open, so let's just get the little protective bit of paper. So the TARDIS doors open, like so. It's cute. Yeah. So this is by, it says Her Universe. I don't know of the brand, but it's very similar to a Loungefly.
Yeah. Doesn't say anything else on the...
No.
Just says, dream your world, be your world, flaunt your world, heruniverse.com.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about them. And so that was, we've got a spreadsheet on a tablet down here as we normally do. So Doctor Who was $49.90 again, and that came to about $35.91 once the discount came off for the buy two get third one free. Finally, the other one we bought in Hot Topic is this one. So this is a Dumbo and this is a Loungefly. It's a more basic Dumbo, not the cosplay. But yeah, it was cute. I pointed out to Bob. Bob likes Dumbo, so that's why I ended up getting it.
He's on the back of the bag as well.
Oh yeah, he's on the back. There he is. Hopefully this is focusing all right. Should be. But yeah, that one's cute again. That was in the buy two get the third one free, and he was $49.99. Came out to $35.91 once
The discount. Yeah.
Obviously in pounds it'll be cheaper because of the exchange rate, but because we bought all of these together in like on one receipt, it was difficult to figure out how much the pounds were.
Considering Loungefly are usually $70 to $80 brand new, and these are brand new, and they were $40, $50. Even at full price, they would have been a bargain, but with an offer on. Yeah,
it depends. You may be able to get them cheaper here potentially because they were it might be an older stock. We don't know. So,
right, while we were in Hot Topic though, we said just to be cheeky, I know it's not your company, but do you know where Box Lunch is? Because we were looking for that when we found yourselves. They said, oh yeah, no problem, yeah. And it turns out we'd gone straight past the shop.
Yeah, walked past.
Too busy looking at the Converse shop and everything else, and I hadn't even spotted that we'd walked straight past Box Lunch. We found it, went in there, we're going, oh my God, so much stuff we love here. Pins, mugs, Loungeflies.
Loads of Loungeflies.
Yeah, Funko Pops, everything that we were looking for. We had to be very restrained on what we were buying. We were thinking, we've still got the rest of the holiday to go. Yeah, that's still in California. We haven't even got to Florida at this point. So we still treated ourselves.
Treat ourselves.
Yep.
Did we?
And the first bag we bought there was a cosplay Dumbo. He's so cute.
So we much prefer cosplay. I don't know why, but I just prefer them. I think they look better personally. It's personal preference.
This style of bag, when it's an actual full character, they call cosplay bags as opposed to the other style, which is patterns and stuff. Yeah, and Timothy Mouse on the back there. But yeah, he's absolutely lovely. I used him in the parks as well, like Animal Kingdom, so he's an elephant.
Let's just point out there was no discounts on these ones in Box Lunch.
No, there are no discounts whatsoever from Box Lunch. And he was $84.90 originally.
With the tax.
With the tax, it was actually $91.47.
So not cheap.
Not cheap at all.
That may come out to how much it would be in the UK in pounds, because I don't know what the exchange rate would have been on that day, because it keeps fluctuating. But yeah.
Again, it's one of those things. I've been in this country, saw a bag for like nearly £100 in a shop, and I would have gone, oh, love it, but absolutely not, no way. Yeah. But once you're in the Disney World, Disney sort of bubble, you go, oh my God, oh, that's cute. Oh, you're on holiday, let's treat ourselves. We've got the spending money, we've saved up for holiday stuff.
And also, not this particular example, but we were talking to my siblings last night and saying you get a different opinion of prices when you're in Disney. So I said how at one point we were in a shop, we didn't buy it, but I saw a jumper, Disney jumper, and it was $50. I went, well, that's not a bad price. And you think to yourself, well, actually, if I was at home, I would not be buying a jumper for $50 that just had a character on it. But you get a different opinion of Disney costs, because like, for example, Spirit jerseys are $80. So you go, when you find a jumper that's like $50, like, that's not too bad when actually it is.
Yeah. But also in the same shop, still in Box Lunch.
The best bag.
For you. Stitch!
And his little furry,
his little furry flocked one.
felty type thing.
Yeah. His little ears and his little hands.
Yeah, which actually are a bit of a pain because they get a bit like bent and stuff, but yeah.
But he's your favourite character. There was this one, and you saw a Halloween one where he's got like candy corn and stuff.
Yeah.
But you said to yourself that you probably only wear at Halloween. It makes no sense otherwise. But
yeah, we've got a few like that. I've got a couple of like Christmas Stitch ones, for example, that only get you worn during that season. So
you got Halloween, Chip and Dale. Again, you only wear that Halloween. So you decided to go for the really cute flocked one you can wear all year round.
Yep.
So he was $79.90. And then with the tax made him $86.08.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts. So yeah, he's really cute. You loved him. You wore him quite a few times during the holiday.
Yeah, he is cute.
He's your favourite character. Those were the two full price bags we bought. and we justified it to ourselves because we were getting discounts on the other bags and everything else. We got discounts of throughout the holiday. So these are our two big main purchases, one each. And that was not the last Loungefly bag we purchased.
No. This one was a bargain though. So.
Yeah. So during the Disney World part of the holiday, we went out of the Disney bubble again to premium outlets at Vineland.
Yep.
Got the name right. Woo! Went to the character warehouse that we try to do every Disney World holiday. And one of the first bucket things inside the door, cart crates, was full of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
So this is from the Decades collection. They were doing like one every month. Different.
Yeah, was it like last year or year before? I forget now.
I can't remember. Yeah, it was for the 100th year.
So I remember seeing it online at the time, thinking, "Oh, we'd love that. We'd love to get that." But at the time, we're going, "Well, we can't justify that. We've got things to save for."
And if you want to get your first Loungefly from Disney, go to the character warehouse.
They've nearly always got Loungeflies of some sort in there. That's where we got our very first two Loungeflies from 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were like $30 each.
Yeah, you had the pretzel one, which I think was $40, and I had the black Pride one with the Love Heart Rainbow Pride pocket on the front, which for $30-something.
Yeah.
So this one was $29.99, which came to $31.94 with tax.
Yeah, and if you look, it actually has the full price on it. The original full price was $88 before tax. So it's less than half price.
Which is why we had to force ourselves to buy it.
Yeah, I walked in. I wanted it when it first came out because I like Chip and Dale. We both do.
Yeah.
I wanted it when it first came out, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah. And that was, I walked in, I was like, pick it up in the basket.
Yeah, so it's the little gadget. She's on the front, gadget's on the front there with all the rest of them. And it's the little, I can't remember the name.
Yeah,
the little vehicle. I'm sure it had a name. But yeah, it's the little wings on there, it's little feet on the bottom.
Yeah.
And on the back, you've got its tail of the plane thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of these bags, we have shown you, we won't say which yet until the end of the video, one of these bags is part of the giveaway for this series.
Yes.
So keep watching to the end, and at the end of it, we'll show you the things that, as they come up in their certain categories, but at the end of this video, we'll give you the details of this series is free giveaway to enter.
Yeah.
All the information for it as well, how to enter, any restrictions and whatever, we'll all give you that at the end.
A lot of it will probably put on the screen because, for example, the end date, I can't remember what date this video will go out, so we don't know when the end date will be, so that'll be put on the bottom.
Yeah, we're filming this on Saturday the 5th of October.
Yes.
This isn't going to go out for like 14 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So we'll work out when this video goes out and give it maybe a month from then, for example.
So
on here and at the end of probably put it here.
Yeah.
And also at the end of the video, when we show the collection of stuff that is the giveaway, we'll do it there again as well.
While we're in Florida, we saw they've released a new pin bag type thing. I don't know how long they've been out for, but they weren't there last time we were there. But basically, there are these straps that you get, so you can wear these in multiple different ways. You can wear them across your body, you can wear them as a belt, etc. This has, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see it, but it has holes in it.
If you turn the other inside out, obviously the holes will be better.
Yeah, it has holes all the way through it that you can put pins on, so it's like a pin trading lanyard. Put it across your back, as I said, you can wear it as a belt. There are multiple different ways you can wear it.
Multiple different colours and styles.
Yep.
You obviously went for stitch.
Obviously. So this one is $19.99 and $17.03 with tax and our discount. This one I got in Hollywood Studios at Celebrity 5 and 10, I think that's what it's called. But they were in multiple different places. But yeah, there's loads of different ones. So you get this, you can use this on its own. You can also, I saw some people put their clip their mugs onto it. I threaded my mug through it so that I could have it on me all the time. But they also have then other bits that you can add onto it. So there are a few different ones, but this is one of the bags that you can get. These are pin trading bags again, and then they've got the straps for you to put it in. So if you were to wear it across your body, for example, I'm trying not to hit the microphone, you could thread it on that way. If you were to wear it as a belt, you could then thread it on that way, for example.
You could even clip that bag itself onto something else.
Yeah, or you can clip it onto here, so you can have it dangling off. So if you've got it around your waist,
or even onto your backpack or something if you don't want to use the strap.
And again, so this one, when you open it, has multiple little things to put pins onto. Again, they've got holes in them. Difficult to see, but yeah. They also had a black Mickey one with Mickey ears that had holes in it that you could use.
And the inserts, those are different. On the black ones, different colours.
Yeah.
I saw on a TikTok like a white, a red, and a blue or something like that.
Yeah. These are really cute. You could buy all sorts. These, again, they're not necessarily cheap, but this was $24.99, and with discount was $21.29 from the same shop. I think the Mickey one was slightly more expensive, and that's why I ended up going for this one, mainly because it was slightly more expensive. This was slightly cheaper.
Yeah, you did say you thought the ears might get in the way a bit.
Yeah. And I don't know whether once you put a few pins on those ears, whether they just like flop.
Yeah.
Because they weren't like really stiff.
And the little zip, it has a little tag that says Disney pins on it as well, so you know.
No, this one doesn't, so I haven't got to that. So this is just Disney.
It doesn't say anything else on that.
No.
How common.
So the third bit I got in this kind of set is basically, again, another pin bag. So the flap on it has holes in it that you can put pins on. It's also got an insert in the front that has holes in it that you can put pins on. Again, various different ways to put it on. So again, you can thread it that way, so it's that way, thread it that way, so it's that way, etc. You've got the hooks, you can just hang it on. I found this quite useful because, let me just put that back on there. It's a good size for your phone. So I could just slip my phone in there and have that with me on my strap rather than having a full bag. So I think I could have it across me like that. So I've got my phone on me always there. And as Bob said, it's got the Disney Pins logo on it there and there. Yeah, so I think they're actually a really good idea. Obviously, Disney are starting to realise that people want pin bags, etc. But this one was so $24.99 again, so $21.29 with our discount and tax on top. So yeah, it's a really good idea, and if they keep adding to this collection, there's going to be like so many different combinations you can have. I think they're really good. Right, so next section is clothing. I'd say in inverted commas because there is one item that technically isn't wearable, just because it didn't really fit in any other category. So on our final day, if you've watched our vlogs,
Last week's vlog, this would be.
yes, last week's vlogs, we basically needed a change of clothes for the last day. Bob hadn't left out a t-shirt in our carry-ons, so we wanted to go and buy him a t-shirt, and I thought I might as well buy myself one at the same time.
Because we checked out of the Grand Floridian, and we had a few hours in the park before we had to go back and pick up our luggage to get the transfer to the...
Yeah.
And in that time, obviously, in the park, you got hot and sweaty, and we thought, well, we don't want to be on the plane for 10 hours with next to other people all hot and sweaty, or just feeling uncomfortable ourselves, so we were going to change, and this hour I forgot to leave a t-shirt out, and...
So I bought this one.
This was in the Grand Floridian shop, I believe.
Yes, it was. It was in M Mouse Mercantile, which is on the, for us, the first floor of Grand Floridian. If you're American, the second floor, sort of the same floor as the monorail. I don't have the price of this one with the tax and discount. Now the reason for this is because t-shirts in there were, if you buy 2 adult t-shirts, you get them for a cheaper price. And I don't know how much it all works out to. So this was $29.99. Obviously, we would have got 20% discount on it. Tax then needs to be added on, and then also an amount got took off because we bought 2 adult t-shirts at the same time. I can't remember how much they went down to, so it was a little bit complicated.
I thought there was even a discount for the 2, to be honest.
Yeah, I noticed it when I looked at the receipt last, but I got myself confused, so I couldn't really work it out how much these kind of what came out to each. So $29.99 as standard. Obviously, tax needs to be added onto that. Not cheap. T-shirts are not cheap in Disney necessarily.
Nothing's cheap in Disney.
No, they're not. But I quite like it. We don't often buy T-shirts directly from Disney. From the outlet.
Spirit jerseys we do, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that's usually on Disney Store or something.
Yeah.
So the one I bought from Mercantile, or Mouse Mercantile, was this pretty plain, but I quite really liked it when we first saw it earlier in the holiday. Just a white vest top with Mickey Mouse in the middle of it. Because it's white to reflect the heat, I thought it was sleeveless. Yeah, so again, it was nice to change into that with just a loose shirt over the top.
Yeah.
To keep the sun off my arms a little bit. Yeah, and that was $29.99. Same as Dan's. Like he said, there was been a link saved for the 2.
Yeah.
Which we can't work out what it was.
This one was a purchase for Bob.
This was in Disneyland California.
Yes.
We went for a meal in the Grand Californian Hotel. for a buffet meal at the Storyteller Cafe, and obviously while we were there, had to have a little mooch in their gift shop.
Yeah, which we actually really liked. If you go back and watch the videos, there's some really nice merch in there.
The gift shop being called Acorn Gifts and Goods.
Yep.
And on our last trip 2 years ago, you bought yourself a DVC spirit jersey, didn't you? Halloween one.
Yeah, mine's black,
Yeah,
black and orange.
So that was your excuse to talk me into buying this one, which is DVC. But I said, no, that's going to be like $70 odd. Let's just leave it. That's money we can spend in Florida when we get there. And then you went, it's got DVC. You can wear it when I wear my DVC one. And I was going, oh, that's unfair. Now that's tempting. Yeah. So that was $79.99. And then with our discount, brought it down to $77.57
With tax on.
with tax on as well.
Yeah. So again, in the character warehouse, as we said earlier, we bought some other things. So I bought this T-shirt, so Stitch T-shirt. If you're a long-time watcher, or if you've only watched one video of ours, you probably will know that I like Stitch. So yeah, I bought a new Stitch T-shirt, extra large. The sizes I find run a little bit larger in Disney. In America, so extra large is good for me. Sometimes I do go for 2XL now just to make it a little bit more baggy, but I don't need to when I'm in America. So again, that was from the character warehouse at the outlets, and he was, if I can see it, yep, so he was $7.99. Bargain. With tax, it comes out to about $8.51. You don't get Disney DVC discount in character warehouse, so just bear that in mind if you are DVC. You probably will know that, but
yeah, you never know what you're going to find in the character warehouse until you get there. It's literally like ends of lines or excess stock they've had of certain runs of stuff.
Quite often you find things in there that are still for sale in the shop, in the parks full price. And I think we did see a couple of things. I remember pointing out, going, that's still for sale in the parks full price.
Yeah.
So it is a good place to go to get your slightly cheaper souvenirs. But conversely, sometimes you go there and there'll be nothing there you like. So
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a third T-shirt bought,
yes,
which we've left in Florida in our owner's locker, which is a storage unit you can use, a tub, put things in there. The company looks after it until your next visit. It was a Bruno from Encanto T-shirt for me, which I think was $4.99.
It is on here, $4.99. Yeah.
We'll insert a photograph because I had to make sure I took a photograph of it. Camera always click. Before I went into the storage locker, so that I could then keep track of what's in the storage locker, the owner's locker, sorry. So yeah, that was, again, nice big size. Pardon my voice. Nice big size, $4.99.
Came to $5.31 with tax.
Yeah.
So I bought another T-shirt. Again, this is in extra large. So it's a black one with Jafar on it. Wow, yeah, it's Jafar, yeah, all Jafar and the Cave of Wonders. He was $12.99. How much was that with tax? He was, where have we gone? $13.83 with tax. So a bit more expensive than the other T-shirts. And the original price of this one would have been $29.99 because that's on there. Not all of them have the original price on it, but this one does. So again, relative bargain for Disney, because Disney does tend to be quite expensive, as most people will know. The final thing that we bought, which we cannot tell you what the price is right now, because it's the only thing we don't have a price for, because I don't know where the receipt is. But yeah, it's a Haunted Mansion fan. Sometimes it's a lot better to have a hand fan than it is to have an electric fan, we found, because we found the electric fans don't tend to move the air around very much and just moves warm air around, whereas these give you a good wafting. And actually, they work a lot better inside when you're in air conditioning. Yeah. So we'll find out the price and put it on the screen, but it's probably going to be about $25, I think. I don't remember exactly, but
because 2 years ago I bought the Disney Pride one, didn't I? And I've loved it ever since. Been using it at home in the summers.
Yep.
And I said, just treat yourself, get a hand fan as well. For the effort of having to move your wrist around,
yep,
you get a lot more cool air.
Yeah,
related to clothing though, footwear. So while we were in Orange,
Outlets at Orange,
that place, went into, I don't remember order, but we went into Nike first.
Didn't buy anything to start with, I don't think we went back.
We didn't, yeah. So then we went to Converse, and I saw these beauties.
Yes.
They had this colour and a very pale pastel pink, because I wanted them for my Piglet Disney bounding and my Cheshire Cat Disney bounding, but also because I just love the colour.
Arguably, the pastel pinks were cheaper because they were in like the sales section, but I was like, just buy these ones. You like these ones, so just buy them. The one thing I will say is do not buy new shoes and wear them to Disney.
Yeah, we know.
We know this.
We know you do not wear brand new unworn shoes that you haven't worn in around Disney if you're going to be walking on around all day. But at the same time,
He wanted them.
I bought them for the purpose of that Disney bounding outfit. And unfortunately, the socks I wore slid down a little bit, and this did start to rub on my ankle a little bit by the end of
He's
the day.
like, oh, my feet hurt so much. I'm like, well, don't wear new shoes to Disney.
And yeah, just because they hadn't been worn in properly, they were a little bit firm on my toes. I was going, yeah, okay. It was fine for hours and hours and hours, and suddenly, when we're almost back at the resort, it suddenly kicked in. I was going, out now. Now this is hurting. Let's get back quickly. I need to change into my comfy trainers.
I've made that mistake once, never again.
All right, so these were $90, which with the tax brought it to $96.98. Again, had I been in this country, because we've got a Converse, or is it still there?
No, I think it closed.
Yeah, they were in our Swindon outlet store. We did have a Converse store, and if I'd seen these at that price here in the UK, I would have gone, oh, I love them, but no, I'm not paying that.
And he felt guilty because there were the cheaper pastel pink ones, but he liked this one more. And I was just like, just buy them.
So then obviously I said to them, right, now I've bought some footwear, we're going to have to go back now and look at the Nikes that you liked.
And I was like, no, I'm not buying anything.
You said, yeah, come on, let's go back to the shop.
So some people might think these are a bit over the top.
Garish, bright.
Garish, but I like them, and that's all that matters.
Exactly.
So I do have quite a lot of Nikes at home, or Nikes if you're American, but I bought these. So like luminous, I think they're meant to be luminous yellow, but sometimes they do have an odd like luminous lime green colour to them. They actually look brighter on the screen than they do in real life. But yeah, so these are a 10.5 in American size, but 9.5 in our size. So yeah, I got these, and these were $99.97. However, there were various discounts that were applied, not our discounts, but there. So I got these for $64.08.
Bargain.
So they were a bargain. Obviously, that's cheaper in UK amount because of the conversion. But yeah, I really like them. Some of you out there will hate them because of the colour of them, but I quite like a ostentatious, over-the-top colour on my shoes. I'm not the kind that kind of shrinks into the background when it comes to shoes and stuff, and clothes in general sometimes. So yeah, I love them. And so the next section is what I have termed food stuffs, just because it's kind of food and drink related.
Food container related, at least, yeah.
Yeah, generally, yeah, there's nothing edible in here. So the first item that I'm going to talk about, because I was glad I got this, is... If you follow us on our Instagram and our Facebook, you may have already seen this, but it is the Vampire Stitch popcorn bucket, which is the only reason I wanted to go to Disneyland for. No, I'm joking. But when we were there, I knew it was there, and I was like, I need to get this. I did get a bit scared that we weren't going to get it because Bob was reading an article going, it's for sale in this shop, and this shop in Disney California Adventure until the 15th. And I thought, oh my God, we're not booked in to go into California Adventure on the 15th. So we're going to miss it. But it turns out that no, actually, when we read down the article, it's like from this date, it's also available from these extra places. So we got it. It's fine. Panic over. But yeah, Stitch, popcorn bucket. These are just bought for display pieces, and we do have a couple of them. 3, 4? I don't know. But anyway, we have a few of them, mainly just for display. Because
Depends, I forget which ones we've got, which are popcorn and which are sippers. But we've got Mickey in his 100 outfit. We've got Mickey popcorn, as a mummy.
Popcorn.
We've got Donald Duck as candy corn. And
we've got the balloon, which is a...
Oh, yeah, the Mickey balloon, the orange balloon thing.
Yeah, that's Halloween one, that's a popcorn. So yeah, cute. I don't regret buying this one. So this actually came from a cart just as we were coming out of... it was around by the town hall, just as we were leaving the park. And this was, if I can find it, he was $33.25. We don't get discount on that, so it was $36.62.
And it came with popcorn.
They didn't put it in it this time, which is good, because last time we bought a popcorn bucket in Florida, they were like, we have to give you the popcorn in it. Which I believe still has a little bit of popcorn at the bottom of it.
Very dried, rattly bit of popcorn right at the bottom of it.
Yeah. So yeah, luckily they didn't for this one, so it was clean. when we get it home. So that's good. And he doesn't need cleaning out. But yeah, Stitch. Best character.
When it comes to Halloween, you now find the last couple of years, I think it's only been for a couple of years now, Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and Clarabelle Cow dress up as the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. We've seen, we haven't actually met them as such, but we've seen them online.
Yeah.
And this year, I don't know if it's specific to this year, but they had it while we were there, the Minnie Mouse as Winifred Sanderson sipper cup. And when you press a button on the back, if I'm just going to show.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Her dress lights up and then it sort of glows and flickers and stuff. But we saw her and we said, oh no, we've got to get her. She is beautiful.
It's a bit of a horror thing though. Once you do this, you're like, oh, she's been decapitated.
She's got the straw in the back there, so you can drink her drink her juices. It doesn't sound any better than drink her brains, to be honest.
Anyway, moving on.
So yeah, her straw's there. You take her head off to fill her up. Yeah, we got her from Disney California Adventure, from the Paradise Garden Grill, the little walk-up kiosk outside, and then went to the window and got her. But yeah, she's beautiful. I hope she's going to fit on the shelf next to Mickey up there. We'll find out.
I believe again, I don't think we got a discount on this.
But she.
No, actually, I think we did, because the good thing about Disneyland that we found is that quick services you get discount on. In Florida, you don't get discount on quick services, and this was a quick service that we did on the app, and so it took the discount off automatically, I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me though.
So she was $33.99, and then with the tax, that brought it to $36.62.
So yeah, maybe we didn't get a discount on it, I don't know. But anyway.
But yeah, we loved her
She's
anyway. Cool. I put a spell on you, now you're mine.
So the next item is a weird one, because it's not necessarily a souvenir, but it is, because you still have to pay for it.
And work to get it.
Yeah. So they do these kind of things in Florida too, but in Disneyland California, there was a pumpkin scavenger hunt. They had it in California Adventure, Disneyland Park, or Downtown Disney. They all had their own one, but the reward was the same.
Yeah.
But basically you get given a little map, and then you have to go around and find, so the stickers on the back first of all. Under each of these stickers there's a shop name, for example. You have to go around, find that particular pumpkin, and then put the sticker from the back onto there to say where it was. Now, they don't check it. They don't check it with any of these things. As long as you've basically put the stickers on, they'll be like, yeah, that's fine. They don't check it against something to check you've done it right, so don't really worry about it too much. But it is fun to go and do it.
I think we did show in the video just where the first couple were.
Yes.
Like, oh, on that building up there, that's one of the buildings. There it is on the roof. That's the pumpkin, right? Get the sticker done.
However, we said about not doing spoilers, but I think by the time that video goes out, Halloween may be over. I don't know. So it doesn't, I don't know. But yeah, so I believe, so basically, once you've done that, you get to pick a prize. This was $9.99 if I remember correctly. I haven't got a price for this because, again, the way it was purchased, I don't have a price for it. You pay $9.99 for this, and then once you've finished, there's a variety of designs of little zippers that you can pick from. So there's like Goofy, etc. Stitch.
I think it was Stitch, Goofy, Mickey, and maybe Pluto. Because I think the 2 ears are different for Goofy and Pluto, so I think it was two different versions.
So I picked. Let's be fair, Stitch. So it's not very big, and you've got, like, on the back, Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. It's got his ears, a little straw, and obviously little pictures of him. So this is our reward that we picked. So in theory, this is kind of free, but it's not, because you have to pay for the scavenger hunt. So
yeah, because otherwise you'll just pay $9.99 for a sticker hunt. So
yeah,
you're basically paying for this. You've got to work to get it. And it was, the hunt itself was available in multiple different locations, wasn't it? We just had to get it from World of Disney.
You could get it from pin traders, etc. Most of the shops around there had it in there. But yeah, we thought it was cute. We've never done like one of those scavenger hunts before, so we thought we'd give it a go.
They even had a set of pins.
Yeah.
That matched each of the 4 or 5 different characters you could get. And I think that, there's a set of pins as a whole set that matched them.
I didn't really like them though, so.
No, so it was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was.
It's literally a pin of that, a pumpkin
with
Stitch ears and the Stitch on it, and one with a Mickey ears, the Mickey on it. So it's a case of
Yeah.
we'll pass on that.
So it won't get used. These type of things never do get used. Like, again, the popcorn buckets, etc. don't get used. They'll just go on the shelves in our collection. But yeah, I really liked him. I thought he was cute. Obviously, because we bought it.
And this next piece, to be honest, in hindsight, and like 5 minutes after we bought it, was a rip-off. So while we were in California the night before the last night, when we finally did get our table at Trader Sam's, and we had our food, which was lovely, as I recall.
Yeah, I mean, I only had chicken tenders, but
Yeah.
it was still nice.
But I'm not a great lover of cocktails because I struggle to find one that I actually like. Whereas it seems to me that wherever you pick for yourself, I have a sip of yours and go, actually, that's really nice, and then it's swapping to see whatever you've got. But this one was the, I can't remember the name of the actual cocktail.
I can't remember now.
But it was in a piranha souvenir mug. Or glass, always want to call it. Which we haven't taken out of the box since we got it, to be honest, because if you have it in one in the location, and then they actually go and give you go get you a clean boxed one.
In hindsight, we probably should have checked because it might be damaged.
But I liked the cup it came in. I liked the glass, ceramic glass it came in, shaped like a piranha. The drink would have been called something like piranha pool or something. I forget now.
Yeah, they've got multiple different ones you can get.
But there's no price for the ones with souvenir. Some of the cocktails have prices, like the mojitos and stuff. And then a few of them, mainly the ones that came with souvenir mugs or whatever, didn't. And we didn't realise the price until afterwards. And it was $49.
Bear in mind, that includes the drink in it, just so you know. That's not the price of the mug on its own, but, you know.
I'll take this away from my microphone, actually, so... Yeah. Squeaky cardboard sometimes gets annoying. But yeah, so this very interestingly coloured, greeny, bluish, thick cocktail.
I also think I wouldn't help you drink it because it had coconut in it, I believe.
Yeah, things like coconut rum and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I got it. So I'm thinking, oh, I love coconut rum, which is basically like Malibu stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everything's on it. It feels like it's all in one piece.
We did get DVT discount on this, so it came to about $47.52, just so you know. I mean, it's a cute mug. Well, I'd say cute.
So let's hold it up a bit closer to you. So it's in the shape of a piranha. The drink was in there. We might be able to, in editing, get a clip of us at the table with the drink, so you can see it with its umbrella and the actual greeny blue pool of watery looking drink in it.
Yep.
So yeah, the drink was a bit rare in the end, to be honest. I only managed some of it.
Yeah. Just going to show you the bottom just because it says second edition.
But yeah, I mean, the drink was not my favourite. I managed half it, and I just said because it's quite a thick one. On top of the meal I'd had, it was again quite heavy.
I mean, it's a nice enough mug.
It's just that I would have probably saved the money towards something else. But I mean, I do like it. Yeah. I just was shocked in the receipt afterwards to realise it was that much money. Admittedly, it's ceramic, so it.
Yeah, and it's Disney, so that's probably why it's expensive too.
Yeah. Luckily, it's come home in one piece.
Yeah, that'll be
so make sure I don't drop it on the floor now, because that's going to be annoying. Put it on the table safely behind the camera until the cat gets up there.
So the next item, along the same theme, souvenir mugs, but ever so slightly cheaper, is this frozen souvenir mug, cup, whatever. So we got this in Garden Grill. It was a lemonade in it, like a...
Ice Blast, was that the name of the other one?
I can't remember. We had a couple of drinks.
Ice Blast was the orange drink we had in the glass. This was candy floss.
Candy floss, like lemonade-y type thing, yeah. So this came from Garden Grill. So that is in the Land Pavilion in Epcot. That's the rotating restaurant that we ate at, obviously.
Goes above Living with the Land.
It's like a all-you-can-eat family-style meal. So they bring food to your table, you can ask for more, etc. This was, as I said, ever so slightly cheaper than the Piranha. This was $6.50 with the drink. So this was a lot cheaper, which came to like $6.23 once we had our discount, because it was a sit-down meal, so we got discount. Yeah, this is... I don't know what to say. It's a plastic cup. I'm not sure it's something we're keeping hold of necessarily.
No, as soon as we got back to our room,
straw.
As soon as we got back to our resort that evening, we rinsed it out, cleaned it. It's been dried out before we packed it away. And I'm going to probably be giving this to our little niece, Aurora.
Oh, it's got dog hair in it, but anyway.
We'll wash it out again. Then I give it to
How that got in there.
the lid was off earlier, wasn't it? Out when we were sorting stuff out.
So yeah, this I said it was cheap. So though with the Piranha drink there were sketched pictures of the mug, there was no picture of what this would look like. So
It just said the
frozen souvenir mug, but we knew it wasn't going to be anything spectacular. It was like $6.50. But yeah, so you can either buy this for $50 or you can buy this for $6.50. Pick your poison.
Yeah. The traditional, every time you go to Disney, you get one of these refillable mugs.
Yes, only if you're staying at a resort, because you can only fill them at resorts.
So they had a choice of colour. I think there's like 4 different colours.
Yeah, I think they're all the same, aren't they, here? But
yeah. So I went for the bright neon pink. You went for the green.
Yeah, which is slightly
I think there was like a blue and a yellow, or maybe a blue and a red, something like that. But yeah, you buy it when you first go to the quick service.
Yeah, you can buy it in any quick service. It doesn't have to be yours.
Yeah, $21.99. That's and then with tax was $23.42.
No discount because it's quick service.
Yeah, but it sounds pricey, obviously, but that's because you're then for the remainder of your holiday, so get it at the start of your holiday, able to then fill it up for free in any other quick service.
For 14 days, I think.
Yeah, for 14 days.
Yeah.
So whenever we went to quick service, we usually try to take it out with us in the day, so either in the backpack or, like I say, you put it on your strap of your pin trading lanyard when you got it. So then, otherwise you have to go out for the day in the park. You can't fill it up in the parks, but apart from with water from
the water, thing.
Fountain, obviously, but you can only fill it up in resort quick services. So the problem is, you get home to your resort, have to go back to your room to pick up your mug, to go back to the quick service to fill it up to have a drink. So we were trying to get the habit of taking it out with us in the day, so then we could get back to either if we're going resort hopping, fill it up throughout the day, or when you get back to your resort at the end of the day, go straight to your quick service, fill it up, and then you go back to your room and relax.
So I think it's worth it because we did, at one point we went to Riviera and we didn't have these with us, and we bought a fountain beverage and it was $4.49 for fountain beverage. Granted, you can fill that 3 times in an hour, but when this is $21.99 or $23.42 for a full 2 weeks, that you can fill up as many times as you want at those machines, and they don't just do cold drinks, you can get hot chocolates, etc., iced teas as well from that section. I think this is worth it. You're saving so much money by doing this.
Yeah.
You only have to fill it up like a handful of times, like 5 times, and you've made your money back.
I think, some of the machines are better than others.
Yes, definitely.
You like the freestyle ones, what do you call them?
Yeah, the Coke freestyle machines are the ones where you have so many more options. You can like select Coke, and then you've got option of vanilla Coke, lime Coke, cherry Coke, which is the best, obviously. You've got cherry vanilla, which isn't very nice, etc.
Peach.
Yeah.
And then again, you choose on the lemonade, you've got flavours of lemonade, and you've got so there's all sorts of like root beer and stuff. But then again, some of the resorts have just Coke, lemonade,
Diet Coke, yeah.
Fanta or Tango, whatever it might be.
So the last 2 things, I'll let you do that one. These are some random things, and the first one came with a drink. So this is, it's going to be really difficult to see, a glow cube basically. So these light up when they're in drinks. This particular one, it's not like the old ones they used to have that have a button on it, you can switch it on and off. This is liquid activated, so there's like 2 contacts on the bottom. When it hits liquid, it lights up, flashes, etc. So we got this in the space.
Stick it in my drink if you want to show them.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work otherwise. Let's see if it does. It might not work. No, I think the battery might have died. The problem is when we got it, the lady said that it's because it's liquid activated, it can take like 10 minutes to switch off. It needs to dry, etc. However, we noticed when we got back to our resort in the evening, it was still flashing in the bottom of our bag. So,
yeah.
Well, I think the battery might have died. But we got
off. Take it back.
We got this in Space 220 Lounge. So that is the restaurant that is in Epcot where you get into like an elevator and you go up into space. You don't actually, but you go up into space and then...
We went in space. I saw spacemen and shuttles going past.
You just ordered a drink that had a glow cube in it. They're not much more than the normal drinks, so we thought we'd get that. We got a couple of them. We got one that had popping candy on it, and then another one that had this glow cube in it.
So it doesn't glow anymore. food. And then this one is also a glow cube, although we've never put in the drink yet.
Have you even tested it works?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
press the button on the back. It is the poison apple from Snow White, because we had planned, and we did, go for a meal at the Storybook Dining in the
Wilderness Lodge.
Wilderness Lodge,
In Florida. However, this was bought in Disneyland.
because knowing that when we were going to that meal, we were going to be bounding as Snow White and the Queen, the evil Queen, the Queen. So I was thinking, oh, I'll get that then. It was $6.79 on the menu list on the app at Galactic Grill out in the park, which made it $7.32 with tax.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I can find a way of somehow putting that on my outfit or your outfit.
Yeah.
Which in the end we didn't. It was. There's no way you can really attach to anything, and we had enough little clues for our bounding anyway. But I still really like it. It's still gonna look nice on our shelf, our Snow White shelf behind us.
Yeah, it will do.
So yeah, it's just a little. This one's a lot easier. Just button on and off.
Which is like the old style glow cubes we had.
Yeah, so we got like square ones. We got ones that look like some sort of seed pod from Animal Kingdom.
Pandora,
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite a cute little thing. And to be honest, for something that's got a light up on it and it looks quite well themed with all the poison dripping down it, $6.90, whatever it was, isn't too bad at all, really.
Yeah. The next category is gifts,
Very small category, 3 things.
which sounds really selfish, but
And anyone's. So when we go on holiday, anybody who's seen any of our holiday series will know my parents jump at the chance to come and house sit and pet sit. In fact, they quite often say to us, "Are you going away anywhere? Even for a night, we'll come and look after the dog and the cats." And no, we're not going away overnight. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, whenever we go away, they stay here. We fill the fridge with snacks for them and freezer as well when it comes to their mum's party eclairs that she likes.
yes.
And we also give them obviously fuel money and stuff.
Yeah.
We're not that stingy. But we also still try and get them a bit of tat, a little gift as a thank you for doing it all anyway, even though they probably don't know where to put it all. So my mum collects ceramic thimbles, novelty thimbles. We always try and get her one of those because she loves them. Yeah, we haven't physically got them with us because when we get home from our trips, they're always here. We have a cup of tea, give them the thing. So I've taken photographs of them beforehand. So Mum has a ceramic thimble with Tigger on it, because my sister told me in a message that's one of her favourite characters. Click camera noise. And my dad, we got him a little jokey, it's a little key ring shaped like a black t-shirt with the main characters in the little shape on the front of it. And it says #1 pet sitter, I believe it says. Because he's the one that mainly feeds the cats and the dog. Mum just cuddles them all and gives them treats and spoils them rotten. But yeah, we thought we'd get him the key ring. They're just little things. Some people may think, well, that's what you gave him, but they consider staying here a lovely treat for some reason.
It's their holiday too.
Yeah, they keep joking, calling it their holiday because they get away from my sister and her boyfriend that live at home with them. Hi, Karen and Johnny.
And we give them money and we
so-
put food in the fridge. It's not like...
It's not we're expecting them to look after our house and pets for nothing.
And they're only like 15, 20 minutes down the road, so it's not like they're having to travel hours
Exactly.
to get here. Just yeah.
Yeah, just to clarify, we're not stingy, but yeah,
No.
they keep saying don't worry about getting us anything, which might be their way of saying please don't get us anything, but tough. We still get them a little something each, a thimble when we can find it from Mum, and the keyring in the sense of Dad. So the pet sitter keyring was bought in M Mouse Mercantile in our resort of Grand Floridian. We bought that on the day we first got there from California. $12.99, which made it $11.07 with our DVC discount.
And tax, yeah.
And tax. So they added the tax and took it off the discount.
Yep.
And the thimble for Mum was, like I said, $9.50 in Crystal Arts by Arabas Brothers in Disney Springs. And then they would have added the tax and taken off the
Discount?
there is a discount off it, yeah, so
Yeah. $9.11.
yeah, so yeah, seeing all these figures makes my eyes go funny. But yeah, $9.11 it came to in the end.
Yep. The next gift is something that I always like to buy something for one of my best friends. He is also a Stitch lover. I bought him a little Stitch plush. It's a magnetic one, so his hands are magnetic, and they go back together again. This came from Disneyland Hotel in the Fantasia shop, which is the shop in Disneyland Hotel, the bigger one. There's 2 of them. And this was $14.99 with discount. It was, and tax not was $14.54. Yeah, we thought they were cute. They did loads of different characters. They had like Dumbo, etc. I didn't want one personally myself because
Obviously, your friend loves Stitch more than you do.
well, if you look at the amount of stuff I have compared to him, no. I do have a lot of Stitch stuff, and I wouldn't have anywhere to put him, so I just thought it was a way of me saving money, because it's like $14 compared to the other stuff that I spent like $80 on. But yeah, but that's for him.
He would have got on your lanyard or on your backpack.
And so he will get this before this video goes out, so luckily. But yeah, that's it for gifts. Not much. Sounds selfish, but yeah.
We get gifts for ourselves, which is everything else in the video, pretty much.
Yeah.
This next category of things is headwear, headgear, starting with a purchase from the Character Warehouse in the outlets. And this is the Pride Mickey ears, which I really like. Wore this a couple of times in the park after we bought it.
I like them personally. I mean, I like the fact that the Pride is, but I also like the fact that they're quite simple. They don't have a bow on it. So I know mini ears aren't specifically for women or men. They have no gender. But sometimes I don't want a bow on a set of ears. But you do find a lot of them have a bow. I have noticed that they are improving where some of the Loungefly ears now have removable bows. So you can have them without or with. So yeah, I really like them because of the simplicity.
Yeah, and these were, I can't remember what they would originally have been priced at, because we took the thing off pretty much straight away. So it may have said it on the tag. I don't think it did on these ones.
Normally, the standard price for ears at the moment is $34.99.
Yeah. So they would have probably been, well, full price at the parks, about that price. These were $7.99.
Yep.
And they had loads of them in there. So again, like we say, it's a good time, a good place to go at the start of your holiday. Go out to the Vineland premium outlets and go to Character Warehouse, and you can get some of these to wear around the park for your holiday.
Or buy souvenirs for people and don't tell them they were marked down in price.
And then with the tax, it came to $8.51. But that's still a bargain. That's like a third of the price of getting it brand new.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I wore them a couple of times. And these will go well paired with my Pride Disney Loungefly bag. So when these go on display in the hallway, they'll sit on top of that Loungefly bag on the wall.
Yep. So also in the Disney Character Warehouse, we bought another set of ears. These are Oswald ears, the Lucky Rabbit. So one of Disney's original characters at the beginning. These were even cheaper than those ones. So these were $2.99 in the Character Warehouse. It doesn't have a price on it for me to tell you what the original price is. Again, a lot of standard ears in Disney are $34.99, and then they go up from there depending on what they are. So it may have been that. So $2.99 and $3.18 with tax. But yeah, I think these are really cool. They're different because obviously a lot of things are Mickey ears rather than other characters. There are other characters, like I've got my Tigger one, I've got my Sully ones, but these are, I really quite like these, and they are flexible. They've got wire in them. I'm not going to bend them too much because I don't want to like.
Well, some of the ones I saw in the bucket had been bent over, so I think they are quite posable.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to like overdo it because eventually the wire will end up snapping.
Yeah.
So you could use these for Goofy ears potentially if you bend them down. Hang them
Pluto,
down.
if you want to
Pluto,
Disney
yeah.
band as Goofy or Pluto. Yeah.
So I think they're quite good. Yeah, but $2.99 bargain again. If you want to buy souvenirs for people, it can be a good place to get them. Yeah. Or if you're just trying to do it on a budget, it's a good place to go.
Right, these are one of the first things we actually bought on the holiday, so we're not doing this in necessarily the right order, but when we were in Disneyland California, we put the pictures up on the screen here. Our first Disney bounding outfits while we were there were Donald Duck and Goofy. So you wore a Donald Duck beanie hat of mine, and I wore a green beanie hat, and within half an hour at most, of wearing them in the park, they were coming off because it was just so hot. So in the afternoon, we were walking around the California Adventure, and I think it's called Studio Store. It's one of the little standalone kiosk things.
Yeah, it's around near the Monsters Inc. ride, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'd seen them before. We've seen them many times in the past, but we actually thought, let's do ourselves a favour, treat ourselves to a nice, breezy, airy hat. So you got the Donald Duck for your Donald Duck hat, that bounding, and me, Goofy, for mine. And we're putting them on, yeah. So, although it then takes the bounding to more of a costume thing, it was better on our heads, nice and cool. And later in the day, so we got back to our resort, I saw Goofy whilst still wearing this in my orange and my black and everything. And he came running up and he loved it. And
he did.
You'd already met Donald by that point.
Yep.
So these were originally $29.99, but with our discount, that brought it down to $29.08. And yeah, we only wore them for that day, admittedly, because that's the only time we did the bounding of those characters. But they will get worn again at some point, I dare say. Taking back all the Disney holidays. I dare say. But yeah, we just thought we needed them at the time.
Okay, so the next set of ears, because we did buy a fair few ears, not as many as we've done in the past, are these Ursula ears. So they've got like a collection of these villain ones now. So they've got these ones, Evil Queen, they've also got Maleficent ones, etc. that they seem to be bringing out, which I really liked these ones. I think it was to do with the shininess. So they were really cute. These we got from in World of Disney, Downtown Disney. So yeah, I think they're really cute. They go really well if you're meeting the characters. You don't really meet Ursula, but I did see someone wearing a pair of these at Storybook Dining when they met the Queen, and the Queen curtsied to the person wearing it because it's another like villain. So yeah, and they all like each other. They don't like the good characters. So again, I said a lot of standard ears are $34.99. So these were $34.99, which then with tax on top of it and then our discount taken off came to $33.93. So yeah, because you only get 10% at Disneyland, we would have got these cheaper if we got them in Florida. Actually, you'll see in a bit when we talk about another set of ears that we got in Florida that actually came out cheaper because it was in Florida.
And those ears are these ones. So like we already said, we did Disney bounding as the Queen and Snow White. And just before we went, we saw these in Curtain Call Collectibles, which is the store as you're leaving Disney Park, isn't it?
It's in Magic Kingdom, but I can't remember which one. Yeah.
It's where you come out from the meet and greet with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
And we've said before now in other vlogs that it's a good place to go because they seem to have other pins and hats you don't find most other places in the park.
Yes, yeah.
So we saw these, and again they started off at $34.99, but as this was, you get a bigger discount in Florida.
And tax is less.
Yeah. These ended up being $29.81, which was cheaper than your Ursula ones.
Yeah, so the Ursula ones came out to $33.93 after tax and discount. So if these were for sale in Florida, we could have got them there and it would have been cheaper, but we didn't know whether they were going to be. So.
No. But yeah, that went well with the costume, so I really liked that.
So again, yet another set of ears, and this will be another case of it's going to be exactly the same price as what those ones you were just showing, the Evil Queen ones, because as I said, standard price is $34.99 for ears. But Figment. So I saw the Figment ones and I really like them. I do love Figment. I don't have a large collection of Figment. I did resist the urge to buy a Loungefly. But yeah, we got him. He was in Epcot. He was in the Creations shop, which is the big Epcot shop there, which has pretty much everything. Again, $34.99 for these, down to $29.81 when the tax is added and the discount's taken off. But he's cute. My brain gets a little bit confused with him because it's him sideways. But yeah, so you've got his ears on his back and this is like his back end. But yeah, I think he's really cute.
His wings.
Did I not say wings? Sorry, wings. Wings. His ears are up here somewhere. Well, his horns. But yeah, because he's sideways, it confuses my brain a little bit. But yeah, he's cute.
Right, the last two bits in this, as one each, it's build your own headband basically. And it's come now to the American parks. So we saw these in Disney. Well, we got these in Disney Springs. Didn't we
originally saw them in Disneyland in what's his name? Bing Bong's sweet shop.
Yes, in California. Yeah, in California Adventure. And this was in Disney Ever After, in the Springs, around by Sephora and some of the other ones. But yeah, you start off with your headband,
which just looks like a normal headband.
Yeah, just nice. Soft. It's quite a nice soft one compared to some of the ones you get. Yeah. The headband itself is $9.99, which is $8.51 with reduction, with our discount.
Yep.
And then from this, you have a choice of multiple different character heads that fit on there. and each of those heads are $11.99. And the sign was a bit confusing to us because it said maximum of, was it 5?
Yeah, 5 per person.
And we thought maximum of 5 heads per person. Okay, well, we better be picky what we want. And when we queried it with the cast members, they went, no, that's maximum of 5 of each character.
Yeah.
So you can't have more than 5 of, say, Stitch.
Which actually, when you read the site, because I've recently seen it on the Disneyland while we were editing it does make sense because it does say 5 per item per person, which obviously each character is an item, so it kind of makes sense. But at the time, we were like, does this mean we can only get like 5 of each? But yeah, all the same price as we say.
So we've got, and they've got basically a Velcro strap at the back, which you then wrap around your headband, as Dan's about to do. But they're also good because you can put them on shoulder straps of your backpack or anywhere else you might want one.
Or add them to other ears as we did.
Yeah, like say we had your ticket ears and we added one to that. So again, you can make up your own. You can have as many as you can fit on there. Somebody did say that they saw all 7, is it, of the
Inside Out
characters. But obviously there's a bit of a squash in to get them on there. But
so yeah. So obviously we've got Stitch and Lotso. That's the first 2.
which you put Lotso on your Lotso headband at one point. So you got Lotso ears we bought from the Temu, in the Temu haul, if you watched that a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Well, a few weeks ago for us, but
it'd be like 20 weeks, probably 20 weeks ago.
Yeah. Early September, just before this series started, was a Temu haul.
September 2024, in case you're watching this even further in the future.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a cheap, basic Lotso ears, and you put that on there. So you got Stitch and Lotso, Donald and Daisy.
I also got Pooh and Tigger.
And Chip and Dale.
The boys.
Yeah. But like I said, you can also get, there was Jack Skellington and Sally, Zero, their dog.
Yeah, all of the Inside Out characters.
Yeah, all of those. I think there was a Buzz and a Woody.
Yes, there was the alien. So if you want, I've seen like they set up like a headband with 3 aliens on, which I think is quite a good idea. So yeah.
I can't remember if there's any other characters, but I'm sure they will introduce more now they've become quite popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, we knew going out we wanted to buy at least a couple of characters for you, like the Stitch, and then I looked at thinking actually I quite like the idea of Donald and Daisy because you meet them quite a lot in different character meets and that, so they're small enough to be able to put in your bag just the head on its own. And when you're going for like a character meet, you can just put it on your shoulder strap or something. Because a character will always interact with anything you're wearing.
The only downside with the shoulder strap is the way that the hook is, it would sit sideways on a shoulder strap, not forwards. That's the only thing to bear in mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could attach it to many other things.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is another small section now. This is jewellery / wearable.
Yeah.
Yeah. By that I mean the first item here, it was my Magic Band Plus, which I bought. You already had a Magic Band Plus from my last Florida holiday.
Yeah, I got Disney Vacation Club one.
And these are rechargeable, which normal Magic Bands aren't, so it won't die.
And they're replacing the old Magic Bands anyway completely. So.
Yeah. And the deal with these is that they interact with the light, with the firework displays and lights and some of the statues on some of the parks and that.
And they've just recently, the reason you bought it is as well is because just recently you can use these in Disneyland now.
Yeah.
To get into the parks.
To unlock doors and stuff.
I don't think you can use it to doors, but you might be able to. I don't know.
In Florida we do.
Yeah, in Florida, but in Disneyland, I know you can use it as your park ticket now.
Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, you can, rather than having a card, just scanning your door or into the park, wherever it's just bip done. Yeah, this was bought in the Fantasia shop in Disneyland Hotel itself, and was $44.99.
Not cheap.
No, slight discount on it because it made it $43.63. And it came with a charger.
Yep, which we'll talk about in a second because we also bought one.
Yeah, so we knew I was probably going to have to buy one before I went. I just chose one I really liked the look of, Chip and Dale. I was torn between that and the DVC one that was there at the time. I think it was a rainbow one as well. I quite liked. But
yeah, so these patterned ones are slightly more expensive than the standard coloured ones, which is the same as the old Magic Bands used to be. The standard coloured ones were cheaper. I can't remember how much the other ones are. Probably like $39.99, I'd say.
But that's going to be then the one I use for. I'm not likely to buy some. With the original ones, you occasionally bought yourself a new one each holiday, weren't you, for a while, which I didn't much.
But these are a lot more expensive,
Yeah.
and because they're rechargeable. With the old ones, after a couple of years, there were certain things you couldn't do with it. Like I don't think you could charge to your room with them after a couple of years because the battery would die in them. You could still use it to unlock your room, and you could use it for getting into the parts because the RFID chip would still work. But certain things like charging to the room, you couldn't do anymore because it needed to have the battery working in it. So along that theme, because we then had 2 Magic Band Pluses, and I forgot to take my charger with me, we bought a charger. So the issue that I have with chargers that they have with this is that it's a sealed unit. You cannot use this cable for anything else. If they had just had a USB-C cable that plugged into this like dock, then it would be fine. But you do find that with watch charge anyway. Our Samsung watch chargers are a completely sealed unit anyway. But this wasn't too bad actually. For what it is, it was $7.99. I don't think that's too bad really for the chargers. Like if I was to buy a Samsung charger for my watch, that's a lot more money. So $7.99 came to $6.81 with tax and discount. So yeah, they, just in case you haven't seen them before, you've got little contacts here which line up with the contact on the back of there. So you just basically clip it in. And actually, what's quite useful is it does actually clip in. It doesn't just magnetize. So if you don't have a lot of space, you could just have it dangling off, plugged into a USB.
Next, pricey.
About a lot of the stuff we bought.
Disney. I forget how long ago now. Was it last year? I bought you a Pandora bracelet.
It's got to be longer than last year because some of the charms have come from various parks, I'm sure. But anyway.
Yeah, so probably a year before last, I bought you a Pandora charm. It was on your little wish list of things you wanted, and bought you a charm with it at the time. I think it was a Stitch one.
Yep, it would have been.
And we've added to them over the last few holidays, or days out, like even my birthday cruise back in July, we bought you one in Pandora in Sweden. No.
It's in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Sweden, we've never been to Sweden.
That's what made me think. So, and I keep I usually go, I really like them. I love the little charms, but I don't worry about it for myself. We'll just keep buying you them. And this one, I've been dropping a few hints going, actually, I really quite like, get myself one. Might just get myself a cheap, basic bracelet from somewhere and then put the charms on it.
I was like, no.
Sorry, and then Dan was going, no. So this time, while we were there, it was in California Disney Adventure. We went into...
You can try and pronounce that name.
I'm going to try and pronounce the name. Embarcadero Gifts.
Yep.
Probably pronounced that completely wrong, apologise. So we bought myself, we tried it on in the shop to make sure it actually fit once it's doubled over. The Pandora bracelet.
So it's like a leather one, and it goes around twice.
Yeah. And the charms to start me off in my collection to go with it. If this doesn't zoom in very clearly, we'll do a picture.
Put it back ever so slightly. There we go.
It's this little Dumbo, one of my favourite little characters. So Dumbo was my first purchase there, and he was, the bracelet was $70, he was $70. So for both of those, it was $67.88 by the time we had each when we had the discount on them. So that was the bracelet, and the same again for the charm.
Yeah.
And then during the holiday, I bought myself a second one, which I don't know if that's focusing.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Which is Cheshire Cat, because he's one of my favourite characters of all time.
Alice.
With Alice as well, as I was just about to say.
We couldn't figure out whether it's cake or hat.
It looks a bit like the shape of a top hat, which makes me think of Mad's Hatter, but
it's pink.
It's pink, and what looks like a candle on top, so I think it's actually supposed to be a cake.
Yep.
You may think, well, if you can't tell what it is, why buy it? But I know it's Alice and the Cheshire Cat, and it's really cute. So yeah, again, that was from Pandora. This is in downtown Disney store, $85, which made it $82.43 with our discount.
Yeah. Now, the reason that one's slightly more expensive is because it's a park exclusive one.
Yes, they've got a range of park exclusive ones, and that was because there was a choice of ones we really liked with her, or them. There's a Cheshire and Alice. There's a Maleficent one, which the ball glows in the dark.
Which isn't park exclusive because we've seen them.
As I'm saying, there's a choice between that and Maleficent, and I thought, well, she's a park exclusive. Maleficent isn't, so it makes sense to get that one.
And on the topic of park exclusive, I also bought a charm
Yep.
while there. I only bought one. Only. But again, this is from the same shop, so the Pandora in Downtown Disney. And let's see if we can get this to focus. So this is Mickey and Minnie in the little car.
Nothing can stop us now.
Yeah, from Mickey and Minnie's Roundabout Railway. It's really, yeah. Hopefully it focuses. It is focusing, but whether you can see it properly, I don't know. It also depends what device you're watching it on. But again, that was $85, so $82.43 once the tax is added and the discount comes off. Now, there is a slight extra cost to this because we bought Pandora Care, which is basically insurance for them. Because what the lady said in the shop, she's probably just trying to sell it to us, so she could be lying. I doubt it, but basically she said, without Pandora Care, if anything goes wrong with that charm, we have to take it back to that shop because it's a park exclusive, or maybe one in one of the parks that sells the park exclusive. Whereas when we bought Pandora Care, it means if anything goes wrong with it, so this is the Pandora Care like leaflet, you can then return it to Pandora anywhere and they can sort it out for you. If you don't buy this, you have to then return it to one in the parks.
Which for us living in the UK is a bit of a trek.
Yeah. Because I don't know whether that means only US parks or whether it means Paris parks. I don't know. So we may have been sucked in, but it was only $15.98. No discount on that for that insurance. And to be honest, if it protects it and we need to use it, it's fine. It's not. I think that's like a year's cover. So
I also quite like, having just noticed really, that yours bought from this Pandora. The box just says Pandora, the box you had originally.
and it's flat.
My one from Disney specifies it's Disney Pandora.
And it's bigger.
And it's a chunky monkey.
Yeah. So actually, mine doesn't shut properly because the charms are now too big for it. So they sit above it. And in case you want to know, there are multiple different charms on my bracelet, so I won't show you them all, but yeah, there we go. Bobs will get like that eventually over time. Yeah, the only thing to bear in mind with these leather ones is if you put a lot in it, they can stretch, so they will get looser potentially over time.
And I need to buy, like you've got, is a couple of the keeper things each end to stop them slide. So you put it there, so it looks nice when you display it. Next thing you know, 5 minutes later, they're both underneath your wrist.
Or
so.
when you take it off and you don't have hold of the end, they go and fall off.
Yeah, which may have happened to me.
Yeah, which as long as you do it somewhere where...
Luckily it was over the bed in the room.
Yeah. So yeah, as we said, if I undo mine now, because I've got keepers on it, they don't go anywhere. A random item that I didn't know where to put this, but as it's kind of wearable, I'm going to put it right after this jewellery thing. It is random, and yeah. But anyway, this came from Box Lunch at the outlets at Orange, and it's Stitch. But basically, this is a pass holder, which I'm going to use for work. Now, I don't go into the office very often because I work from home, but for when I do go into the office, I've got something like Posh that I can put my little work pass in it and use that. So that was somewhere $16.90. Obviously no discount because it was at the outlets, but it was $18.21 with tax. Yeah, I'm just adding this onto this because it didn't really fit anywhere else. You might argue and say in the comments that it could have fit under a different category, but this is where it's going.
Everybody's different. Some people have just said all the California stuff is one side and all the Disney stuff is...
It would have been too complicated because then I would have wanted to split it again. So I would have gone
exactly.
California clothes and then California headgear and then...
Florida. Yeah, exactly. So
to me, it just gets complicated. So, yeah. So this category is what I've termed ornaments because I didn't really know where to put them. So the first item is a Funko of Fievel from An American Tale. It's one of my favourite films. I've never seen this Funko before. We were in Box Lunch in the outlets of Orange and Bob pointed it out to me. He was like, oh my God, I need to have it. So yeah, he came from Box Lunch. Again, no discount, but he was $12.90 and with tax $13.90.
they did have the cat as well, whatever he's called, but
Yeah.
you're very restrained.
Tiger.
Didn't buy that as well.
Yeah, so there is 4. I may have to get them all eventually. But yeah, I've never seen American Tail as Funkos, and I love the film. One of my favourite films. I say one of mine because I've got many, many, many favourite films. So, but yeah, he's very cute.
And this we haven't opened since we got home, so hopefully it's in one piece. Anybody who's seen previous series will know we always buy we call it a Christmas ornament, but it's not always a Christmas ornament.
No.
usually some sort of decoration ornament for each trip.
Yeah.
It was supposed to go on the Disney Christmas tree each year, but sometimes it's been very random, like a Beast's Rose in a jar sort of thing.
But technically it is an ornament, we just haven't used it as an ornament.
Yeah.
I just put my hand out in case you want to.
This was from the Christmas shop in Disney Springs.
Disney Days of Christmas, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
Disney Days of Christmas. $34.99 with a discount made at $29.81. And it's basically a double one because, it's in one piece. Yeah, oh, they are.
Yeah, I think we walked in, I saw it, I was like, oh my god.
This has to be our one then. It's twisted around on itself though. I'll turn them around that way, might be easier. It's it's a pair of baubles. It's Chip and Dale.
It is. They're so cute.
Little acorn and whatever the other one is, like a walnut or something. And it's got their stripes on them and they're slightly different coloured browns. So these will hang on the tree at Christmas.
Yep.
Once we've tied the tree to the wall in the sitting room so the cats can't knock it down. Otherwise they'll be wearing cat skin gloves for the new year. But yeah, we'll put some safely next to you, away from the cats.
Yep.
Because they're both sat outside, Kronk and Yzma both sat outside the doorway watching us thinking, more trinkets for us to take off the shelf.
Yeah.
Looking like better wouldn't melt in their mouths.
So that is that one category. It's a random
Just
category.
those couple of things.
Yeah.
Again, it's something we didn't know where to fit it in. So there we go. Right, another small section here. There's only like 4 or 5 things in this little group. And it's plushes,
But
sort of.
Yeah, but
It's
not
basically a mixture of shoulder pals and shoulder buddies.
Yeah.
Plushes. So
We could have just called them like buddies or something.
yeah. Where shall we start?
I'm
We've
gonna
got 2
start
each
here.
basically.
I'm going to start here. So we showed you earlier Figment ears. I also had to buy, because it was cute, the little Figment shoulder pal. How cute is he? So yeah, again, magnet sits on the shoulder like so. They are very cute. This came from Epcot, the Creation shop again, $24.99 and then $21.29 after tax and discounts. Very cute. Again, I resisted the urge to get the bag to wear all 3 at the same time.
I bought a shoulder pal as well, but didn't use them in the end because one of the Disney bounding outfits I planned on doing, I had one for Beast. I had a white t-shirt, my blue waistcoat, bought a fake artificial rose I was going to wear or carry, and I was trying to persuade you to wear your yellow t-shirt and yellow shorts and go as Belle.
Yeah.
And then one of us could have worn this little cutie, Chip the teacup. Again, it's very hard with this sort of thing to make him look good on camera because his handle and his chip, everything needs to be showing properly. But yeah, again, little shoulder pals. So the magnet sits underneath your t-shirt, he sits on top.
And we always cut these bits off, by the way.
Yeah. But again, we did because it got to the point where it was the last couple of days and it was just so humid. It was just so humid after the hurricane had passed by and pushed the temperatures up. It means that we just didn't end up doing the Disney bounding for the last few days.
Yeah.
So he didn't get worn yet, but he will get worn soon because there's a Disney pin event coming up, which we may Disney bound for.
Yeah, because it's going to be colder.
Yeah.
Because it's winter.
So we'll see. But yeah, just make it up my floor. But yeah, so Chip was from Once Upon a Time in Disney's Hollywood Studios. So he was $24.99 with the tax added and the discount removed, came to $21.29.
The same as the Figment because it was all.
Yeah.
They're all the same price, those ones.
There's others we've already got in the set. We've already got Zazu and we've got Chip and Dale and you've got Stitch.
Yeah, obviously.
So yeah, we've got a nice little group now. So when we go on the other holidays with Disney, we end up taking all the Nuimos and the shoulder pals and trying to work out which ones we're going to see that day.
Yeah. Try not to take too many things because.
Yeah. Bear with, we'll pick up his magnet. There we go.
Right, now the next one sits in this category, even though we named the category Plush, but this is another shoulder pal, but it's not plush. This is something I saw online a while ago as Tiana's Bio Adventure was being announced and opened, etc. But basically, it's a shoulder pal of a firefly. Now, I don't think it's Ray specifically looking at
Strong
it,
colours, yeah.
but yeah, it's a shoulder pal. But it comes in a little jar, so let me switch. It lights up. It interacts with other ones. So let me just switch it on, and then if I click the button, it lights up, and then you've got the little pad that goes underneath your t-shirt again. I found this one is a bit more awkward to get right.
Looking at the back of the head, it looks like you can tilt the head back so when you're on your shoulder.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's fine then. But yeah, so it lights up with the button on the back. You press it, but also it charges in here. But this also can be switched on. Is it on that one or is it that one? I can't remember. Let me just try this. 2 seconds.
Dum, 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 dum. Trying to do the Jeopardy tune, I can't.
Yeah, so then this also lights up. If you press the button, you see the flower lights up and the firefly's butt lights up. I don't know what else to call it. But yeah, I thought it was really cute. He's a little bit heavier than a normal shoulder pad, or they are a little bit more heavier. If I switch it across one to charging, it's now charging this from the power that's in this because it's got a charging port on here. And that's so it glows like that, or I can just switch it off fully in the middle.
Might make a nice little night light for somebody as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. When we were because we've been on Tiana's ride.
Tiana's Bio Adventure.
Came out into this gift shop, and we saw it, and there was no price. So I stood there Googling, wasn't I? And it said something like $42 or something.
Yep.
We were going, oh my God. I said, well, let's just ask.
Yeah.
So you did.
And I don't know whether I got this right, but I'm pretty sure I got this from the receipt. It was some random price, which is, yeah. So it came out to $30.05 from the receipt, which we found really bizarre. Which then from discount and after tax and discount, it was $25.60. It was a bizarre amount. I may have got that wrong. Hopefully I didn't, because I did look at the receipt. But yeah, I thought, for me, I wanted it. As soon as I saw it advertised online ages ago, I was like, I need that.
I hadn't even seen it until we got to the shop and you were telling me about it, and it's going, oh, okay, that's cute.
I loved it. So yeah, I got it. And it's cute. I probably won't get used very often, but hey, I still think it's very cute. Like Bob.
No. So the last one in this category, another little magnetic power like the Stitch one we showed earlier.
Yep.
Was a little Dumbo.
You did a Dumbo.
Like me, Dumbo the elephant.
I didn't realise till just a minute ago the head's turned.
Yep. I did it at the time because I ended up wearing it, I think, when I had the Dumbo cosplay backpack on, and you got the little metal bits where the strap attaches to the bag. I put him through the little clips there and then just turned his head around at times so he was facing out a bit more. So I was wearing Dumbo with Dumbo. Because what we didn't take with us, because we didn't think of it at the time, bear in mind I had a grey t-shirt and shorts for an Eeyore Disney bound. We've got, just behind the camera here, so it's a future potential one. We got the cheap Temu Dumbo ears. Yep. And the Timothy Mouse ones from the Hundreds collection, whatever it was called.
Yeah, was that the day? No, it wasn't the day. It was the Mickey's main attraction.
That's it.
And it was for the 50th.
50th. So
yeah.
Had we taken these with us, we could have had another outfit there because I could have worn this in the grey with my backpack and this, which is a future bounding. You had red and you had blue and stuff, so you could have gone as Timothy. Yeah. So potential for a future Disney bounding outfit somewhere.
Oh, I've just realised it's got a protective film on the chairman. We haven't taken it off.
Oh, now you have. But yeah, so he's a little cutie. He can be worn with any of our Disney stuff, but particularly I'm thinking with the Dumbo stuff. He was from the blah, 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 blah. So I bought him in the Fantasia shop in the Disneyland Hotel in California. Just like probably the day before we checked out. It was quite late in the holiday, that part of the holiday. Real cutie. So when I was trying to decide Dan to buy himself a Stitch one to go with our friend's one, but you weren't having it. So $14.99. And by the time the tax was added and the discount was taken away, $14.54. So it was much cheaper than buying him full price, but any discount helps.
Well, you would have had the tax on top of it without the discount, so yeah.
So yeah, a little cutie. I like him. One of my favourite characters after Cheshire Cat. Oh, sorry, he's not listening. Sorry, that's Cheshire Cat.
Also, that now makes me realise that yellow is the right colour of the hat. I couldn't remember because we have a big plush of Dumbo that a friend gave us.
And he's got a blue hat.
And just looking at it, I couldn't remember whether that was the accurate colour or not off the top of my head.
Having drawn him a few times for sketch stuff, I knew he had a yellow hat and a red and yellow collar, and I always wondered why the big plush has got a blue hat with a white and red collar, but it's still definitely Dumbo. It's just really
Yeah,
cute.
it's an official one. So
Yeah.
So the next section is the biggest section.
And the dearest, most with the most money.
Yes.
But not everybody is into Disney pins.
Yes.
So if you don't want to see detail up close of all the Disney pins we bought, skip to the timestamp we put on the screen here, where we go to the end of this bit and into the goodbyes and stuff. So
Yep. And the giveaway information.
And the giveaway information. So do watch the end of the video. But if you don't want to watch this next section of pins, skip to the timestamp on the screen.
Yep.
Because Dan can find the prices he's put down on this tablet in front of us quicker.
Because it's all just randomly in the box.
I will. This is pins.
Yep.
So I will find them out. Dan can scroll down quickly, and then we'll give you the price and the location they were bought.
Yep. So the first item I'll do is just do these ones first because I've got them in hand. Because this isn't technically a pin, but it is a lanyard. So this is just a Disneyland lanyard. It's pin adjacent. Technically, you could say that pin bag we talked about earlier was pin adjacent. It could have been this category, but anyway, this is pin adjacent. Pin lanyard. This is one from Disneyland, as we said. It came from World Disney in downtown Disney and was $12.99, but $12.60 with the tax on and discount off. Right, so the first pin is this Disneyland Resort icons pin. So it's got all like the main icons, like the castle, Matterhorn, Space Mountain, etc. This one came from World of Disney and was $14.99, and so with discount and tax, $14.54. We're going to try and get through these as quickly as possible because otherwise it's going to be like the longest video ever. This next one is a limited edition of 1,500. We got this in Disneyland Park in 20th Century Music Company. It was a really small shop. We got quite busy, but it's called Faux Business. So there's a few of them in the collection. I don't know how many, but obviously because we're lovers of Chip and Dale. I'm sorry about the lights. It's shiny. We might try and take the other ones out of the packet if there aren't really many in the packet. But yeah, so this is quite a big, decent sized one. This, because it's limited edition, a bit more expensive. $29.99, $29.08 with tax, discount, etc. Right, the next one is a set that we both saw. We both liked this one, didn't we?
Yeah, very like this.
We originally saw this in Disneyland, and I kept putting off buying it. Luckily, I did, because as we said, it's actually cheaper to buy in Florida because tax is less and discounts are more. So we actually got this in Disney Springs in Pin Traders. We love Pin Traders. It's like the head office, not really head office, but like the mothership of pins. So we love it. But these are not cheap. So these were $44.99. Once tax has been added and discount taken off, is $38.33. These are for our personal collection.
So that last visit in the holiday to Disney Springs, we bought a lot of pins in one go from...
Yeah, I'd been putting them off because we wanted to get some for traders as well. We wanted to get loads of new pins, and I kept putting it off because I wanted to do it towards the end once we knew we had enough money
for food and stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the last hurrah.
A splurge rather.
So the next ones, I wasn't quite sure about this set, but when I saw them in person, I quite liked these ones. You quite liked them too.
Yeah, I did, yeah. Especially these particular characters we chose.
Yeah, so these are called character scoops. Again, limited edition. I don't know what these are limited to though. I'd have to get the pin off right now. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, limited edition. What's good about these is the top bit actually comes off. I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but the top bit comes off and you can switch them around. So if you've got other ones, which we do have another one, which I'll show you in a minute, you can mix and match them. So we've got that one, and we've also got the Dumbo and Timothy Mouse one. So those two. They were $19.99 each, and that came to $17.03 with tax and discount. Limited edition ones don't have colours on the back like the normal open edition ones do. They've always got their like individual priced, so just bear that in mind.
So these next three, well, it was a set that I saw online and asked Dan to look for, and our little was the app that we use for tracking pins.
Yes.
My Pin Central, is it called?
My Pin Central, yeah.
So we found them, and I thought when I saw them months ago that there was an old series that was discontinued. We'd have to look for it at our trading events we go to. And we went into Disney, and this is Disneyland.
We got one of them from Disneyland and one of them from Grand Floridian, and two of them from Grand Floridian.
So quite happy to see this set, and it is.
So it's the, I don't know what they're called now off the top of my head, but plants.
So the box looks like a little plant pot, and you get one per box.
Again, in hindsight, we bought one in Disneyland, which worked out more expensive because again, because tax, etc. So yeah, Maleficent. I'll tell you the price of them in a second. Dumbo, which I'm pretty sure you were quite happy with that one because you like Dumbo. Again, they're quite thick because they're like rubberized. Pluto.
So these were like mystery pin boxes. You didn't know which one you're going to get until you open the box.
So in Disneyland, the one that we bought was $14.99, which then came to $16.50 because my card wouldn't pay for it, and she said in Disney Pin Traders in Disneyland, if I wasn't using a card to pay, I couldn't have the DVC discount. We weren't going to argue because we're not going to argue, but I don't know whether that's right. But it would have been more expensive anyway. The two that we bought in Grand Floridian were obviously $14.99 as the standard price, but were $12.77 after tax and discount. So next one, there's this whole set. I don't know what there are. I heard someone mention these the other day, and they've got a specific name, but I called it like shiny set. But this is Maleficent Dragon shiny set, and you get like Pooh, Tigger, Stitch, all the main characters in it. This came from Downtown Disney and Pin Traders again, $14.99, and we actually got a discount on this one, so this was $14.54.
And it's one of the only ones in that set that I actually like. The others I just don't
Yeah.
like much.
A lot of the open editions have colours instead, so they can change the prices easier. Because all they have to do is try and change the little sign that tells you how much a yellow pin is. The next set are sets of pins. They're called Pets Outfits. I've seen them before and I loved them. I thought they were really cute.
Yeah.
But basically what they are, so you have a pin in the middle. These two little accessories as well are pins, but these outfits are magnetic and you put them onto the characters. I'm just going to get this one out of the packet just because of the shine on it. I won't do it for all of them, but...
You get two things.
Yeah, so there we go. And then as you can see, you've got three pins, and then you've got these two that are magnetised, and you can like change the outfits. So you can see on the back what the outfit's gone.
I take it the outfit's just stuck on with a sticky pad or something.
Yeah, I think the one with like that glue dot type stuff. I can show you.
So you might be able to take one off and stick it on the show.
Eek.
Do we take the glue off?
No, it's fine. Yeah. So yeah, so they're just stuck on with glue, and then you just like magnetise it onto the character. So it looks like the character's wearing the outfit. How cute are they?
So on that one you've got...
So this is Lady. So some of the characters are a bit difficult to tell who they are. This one's quite obvious. So this is Lady, with obviously you've got Mickey, the Magician, Sorcerer's Apprentice, Mickey, and Minnie. And so just so you know, these are $29.99 each. With discount, because we've got these all in Florida, in Pin Traders, in Disney Springs, are $25.55.
And each of the little things in the bottom corner, little pins associated with
Yes.
the characters. You got the flower for Minnie.
Yeah.
And that. This one, you have, I don't know if it's a specific one of the Dalmatians.
It is. It's Patch, because he's got a patch over his eye.
Oh yeah.
Right, so this is Patch, which comes with Hades and Dopey, I believe that's Dopey's outfit.
Yeah, so Dopey has the gem. They put it the wrong way around really, and
Yeah.
Hades has his little skeletal stuff thing.
Yeah, so that's Patch. So this one I looked at and I go, is that really that character? So this is apparently Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Yeah, with Ursula and Pinocchio.
And then...
No, and then. This one, again, I wouldn't have guessed without looking it up. You may have been able to guess from the collar colour, potentially, but this is Duchess with Beast and Maleficent. I think they're really cute. I like them. Personally, originally I was like, oh, maybe only get one or two. Maybe all four.
I think that, is that the whole set there is? Or
Yeah.
is it,
Yeah, I believe so.
The only issue I could think of though is, obviously when you got them on the pin board, the two costumes aren't pins, so one can be magnetised to the character, is then what to do with the other ones. You might have to put a notice board pin, matte pin in, and just hang them off of that maybe.
Unless we have it in an open frame and have like a glue dot on the back of it and like have them displayed in an open frame, like if you want to change them over like glue dot or blue tack, yeah, potentially.
We'll see.
I don't know. This is one that Bob really wanted, again, to go with his Disney bounding. I think you wore it, didn't you?
I did wear it on the cloak, yeah.
So it's the little poison apple plant. We have a couple of these plant ones, I believe.
Yeah, we've got Winnie the Pooh, and I think maybe Dumbo? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've actually got the Dumbo ornament that's got that in it. So I don't know whether
Maybe that's one thing, yeah.
But anyway, so this is, it's a yellow one. This came from California Adventure, Radiator Springs. So this was $16.99 and it was $16.47 with tax and discount. The shop, just in case, is Radiator Springs Curios. Bearing in mind that we mentioned shops for a lot of these, but certain pins like these you find in so many different shops.
Yeah.
It's not just there. So just bear that in mind. Like, again, with the pets ones, we saw them in Animal Kingdom, we saw them everywhere. So the next set of pins that we bought, we got from Box Lunch, which, if you've been watching this up to this point, you will have known that the Box Lunch was in the outlets at Orange. But they had quite a few pins there, so we got 3 different Stitch Loungefly pins. These are all the same price, so these will be $9.90 each. With tax, they'll be $10.67. So we've got little Stitch, Chef Stitch, with, is it pizza? Yeah, with a pizza. So he's cute. We've got, I didn't know what this was to start with, but I believe this is apple cider.
And he's a scented one.
Apple cider, he is scented, but, oh yeah, you can smell it. Apple cider, Stitch. The next one is another Stitch one. It's not my favourite because of the muted colours on him. If you know me, I'm a bit of a Stitch purist sometimes. I don't like him with other characters. I don't like him in these funny colours unless it's Stitch.
Crashes Disney.
Crashes Disney, just because I thought they were cute. But it's Stitch with in a little pumpkin outfit. Again, all the same price, all from Box Lunch. So the next 2 pins are within the same set. They're both limited edition. It doesn't say on the card what the edition is, but I could check them just quickly, just in case anyone wants to know, because there's only 1 pin back on it. These are limited edition of 4,000, so they're not a small limited edition. But they are cauldrons. There were various different characters. We specifically wanted Yzma because we started collecting Yzma and Kronk because of our cats' names. These are 2 different prices. We've got this one. And we've got the Ursula one. Now, the Yzma one we got from Disneyland. So this came from Pin Traders. It was $19.99, and it was that day she told us we couldn't use our discount anyway. So it came to $21.54. The Ursula one, let me just find it in the list, came from Disney Springs Pin Traders. $19.99 again, but with tax and discount, it was $17.03. So cheaper, a lot cheaper than this one.
So this worked out cheaper than the original price. That one worked out dearer than the original price.
Yeah, which is annoying. But that's only dearer than the original. It would have been more expensive than the Ursula anyway because it was Disneyland, but it's only because she wouldn't let us use our discount because my debit card wasn't working. I don't know why. Right, the next 2 are in a set that they've been bringing out 1 a month. I think there's 12.
We have been collecting them.
Yes. So they're these parade ones. They got hooks and eyes on them because you can join them all together. So there's like a 12 for Disneyland, and then there's 12 for Disney World. So this one's only available in Disney World, this one's only available in Disneyland. However, they do come up on sale on the Disney Store UK website, so you can get them in the UK.
So we've been buying them from?
Yeah, generally. These ones we didn't, just because I wanted them.
Yeah,
and they didn't
to this
pop up.
point,
yeah. So the Disneyland Thunder Mountain one, they both start off at $19.99. With discount and tax, this one came to $19.38 because it's from Disneyland. The Space Mountain one came from the Trading Post in Frontierland in Magic Kingdom, came to $17.03 after tax. Again, demonstrates the reason why we will try and buy more stuff in Florida than Disneyland if we have to. Next one is, it's an individually, though it's an open edition one, it's an individually priced one because of the type of pin it is. These are, I think they're called Z fold, but I call them 3-fold. They open out, so you've got the different characters from Pirates of the Caribbean. So this was actually in Pin Traders in Downtown Disney. I get confused because there's a Pin Traders in Downtown Disney, Pin Traders in Epcot, and Pin Traders in Disney Springs.
It's almost like it's a trade name for them.
I know, but why call it the same? Why can it be called Epcot Pin Traders? Then I'd remember. But anyway, this came from Pin Traders in Disneyland, which is in downtown Disney. It's a $19.99 with discount and tax, 1938. Cool. So the next one is another limited edition. It's only got one pin back, so I'm going to check what the limited edition size is on this one. Not that we care. 4,000 again on this one. So this is, again, another, I think they're called Pin of the Month. I believe there's another 12 of them. But it's the Springy Rides, and it's the Stitch, and he moves.
We saw the same sort of 4 or 5 each time.
Yeah.
It was like Tinkerbell and a Thimble, and I think there was a Winnie the Pooh one.
Yeah.
And it's only in a picture I've seen there's a Cheshire Cat one, so I have to look for the Cheshire Cat one.
Yeah, it's probably an older one from the beginning of the run. This came from, again, Disneyland. So this was in the Emporium. As it's a limited edition, it's individually priced at $19.99, which comes to, again, with the tax and stuff, $19.38. Next one is one that Bob saw and really fell in love with. It is the carpet bag from Mary Poppins with the umbrella.
So it reminds me of the old sort of, is it Cloisonne? Was it called? That stuff from years ago.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the right name, but I can't think off the top of my head. Again, this was from Downtown Disney Pin Traders, so Disneyland. $14.99, and this was the day they wouldn't let us use the tax, wouldn't let us use a discount. $16.50. So yeah, it is a very cute one. We don't have very many Mary Poppins pins. We have a few, but not very many.
Yeah, only a couple so far. Yeah.
Yeah, so they'll be added.
There's not that many that we see that we actually like, but that one I really liked. Yeah.
The Disneyland Hotel resort pin. So we always want to make sure we get resort pins if we can. This one, I don't know where it came from. I couldn't find the receipt for it. I put this down as $14.99 as a yellow. I think that's right. I worked it out, that'll be about $14.54 because we got this in Disneyland. Round about that price with discount and taxed. But I can't remember where we got it from because I couldn't find the receipt with it on. So I apologise, but roughly that price. And the next thing is, we may have mentioned in the past once or twice that we're Disney Vacation Club members. And multiple times through this video because of our discount. And we saw these ones. It was listed under the exclusive, but I'm not sure whether it is. So it's a Disney Vacation Club pin. We've seen it on the shelves, so I'm not sure how exclusive it really is. But this was in Pin Traders in Disney Springs, $16.99 down to $14.47. So as we've mentioned in the past, we're collecting Yzma and Kronk pins, mainly because of our cats are called Yzma and Kronk now. Now we've had them for a while. Yeah. So we saw these ones in Disneyland and we bought them there. Again, we probably could have got them in Florida, got them for cheaper, but we got Kronk Cooking. This one came from the Emporium in Disneyland Park and was $14.99 down to $14.54. We've got this Yzma one also from, I believe it's the same set, even though they're like completely different. They come from the same like release, but this again was from the Emporium, $14.99 down to $14.54. These two arguably are, I would say, a little bit of a rip-off because of the cost. So, where's that pin gone? I'd say arguably the amount of metal and stuff that is taken to make these is almost the same as this. But these are $22.99 for these, which then comes to $22.29 once we got our discount. Again, that was in the Emporium in Disneyland Park. This one, I don't know where we bought it from. Disney, obviously. It was in Disneyland, that's all I know. I don't know which shop it was from because I couldn't find it on any of the receipts. But this was $16.99 with discount was $16.47. I'm assuming we got a discount for it because I said I can't find the receipt. All right, the next little set we saw in a few different places. I think we originally saw them in Disneyland, I think.
I think we did, yeah.
Glad we didn't buy them there because we got them cheaper in Disney World. But they are what I've termed as map pins. So Winnie the Pooh map pins. So you've got Tigger and Roo. We've got Eeyore and Piglet, I think. Yeah, Piglet, wasn't sure. Then we've got Pooh and Christopher Robin. They all were from Riviera in La Boutique, and they cost us $16.90. They were $16.99, and then to us after discount and tax, $14.47
Each.
Each, yeah, each. Not for the three. That would be too good a deal. Disney aren't that good. Right, the next two, because we were in Disneyland for the first time, we wanted to make sure we got a pin for each of the parks, and we wanted them to be along the similar style, so they kind of go together. So these were both bought in Disney California Adventure in Radiator Springs Curios. So we've got Disney's California Adventure in the Mickey Head, and then we've got Disneyland Park in the Mickey Head. And these were $12.99 each, with discount and tax $12.60. Also, while in that shop, because it was a land we'd never been into, and to be honest, we should have probably looked for pins for the other lands, but I'd forgotten to do it. We bought a Cars Land pin, which we don't collect anything Cars really at all, but we liked the pin. Thought because we'd been there, we'd buy it, and that's $12.99 again, down to $12.60 with tax and discount. Next one is a limited edition. Again, it's only got one pin back, so I'll check it, just because if it's got two, I can't be able to take them both off. I'm lazy. Oh, jeez. So this is a limited edition of 3,500. It's Chippendale. One of our collections is Chippendale. So it's the little autumn pin, which I find weird that it says autumn on it, because in America they call it fall. So yeah, it's fine. It's cool. He came from Downtown Disney in the World of Disney. It was $19.99, and with discount and tax, $19.38. But yeah, it's a little swiveling one. He moves.
I really liked that one.
Chip. I couldn't tell which one it was from this angle, but yeah, Chip moves. So yeah, it's really cute. We also bought a Skyliner pin. We really love the Skyliner, love riding it. Even for me as a person that's afraid of heights, I really enjoyed doing it. But so we thought we'd get this one. We thought it was quite cute. This came from Disney Springs Pin Traders again, $12.99 down to $11.70 with tax and discounts. Don't judge us, but we watched Fantasmic for the first time this time, even though this is our fourth visit.
Every time we said to cast members or whoever we're seeing it for the very first time, haven't seen it, they're going, oh,
What?
God, what's up with Disney fans? You've not seen Fantasmic yet?
And we really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we decided to get a pin for it because we enjoyed it. So we got this little Fantasmic pin. Again, from Pin Traders in Disney Springs. We bought a lot from there. That was our last hurrah of purchases. $14.99 down to $12.77. So the next one, we don't really collect Hercules pins. We haven't really got any, I don't think. Oh, we got Hades, not anything else. But I think you saw this one first. But it's the Muses from Hercules, and it's actually a really nice pin. I really like it. So this came from the Emporium in Disneyland Park again. So $16.99 down to $16.47 with tax and discounts. So as we also rode Tiana's Bayou Adventure for the first time, and it's a brand new ride, we decided to get a pin for that. So we got this pin on pin from the shop. It's called Tiana's Bayou General Store, and it's just $16.99 down to $14.47 with tax and discounts. Sorry, this might be boring, but we're just trying to get through them for you. Next is the best character that exists. No comments. So Stitch on, I believe he's meant to be on Space Mountain. Yeah, he is. So he's on Space Mountain. We got this in the trading post in Frontierland in Disney World, Magic Kingdom. $12.99 down to $11.07 with the discount and tax. This next lot, the next ones I don't actually have a price for. They will be around about $14.99 up to $20. But basically they're mystery pins, so the little mystery pin boxes that you get two pins in it. Generally, the plant ones, obviously you don't. But these are the little musical note ones. I thought they were really cute.
Again, these are some that we saw on Blake Silver.
Yeah, Blake Silver again.
Opening him on his channel, on his YouTube channel.
I only wanted this one, which we got. And we got a few others, but they're for trading because Bob wanted to keep the animal one as well. But this one was the one I was specifically looking for. Again, can't remember how much they are. Between $15 to $20 for the box. One box of them were bought in Disneyland, so for us they would have been slightly more expensive than the other two boxes that we bought in Florida. Disney Vacation Club Mickey Halloween. So we saw this in the Riviera La Boutique, and we really liked it. I believe we'd seen it before as well. But yeah, we thought we'd get this one again.
This is this year's collection. Is this style of very bright, colourful.
Yeah, I'm not over keen on a lot of it, yeah, but
we mainly got that one because it's DVC.
Yeah.
And the next one because of the character it is.
Yes, which you probably guessed. But this one was, so both of these are $14.99 and then $12.77 after tax and discount each. So the next one is, I believe this is the same price. I say that as if I know. I haven't actually seen it on the list. 2 secs. Yeah, it is cool. Ah, but we bought this in a different park. Okay. Ignore that price. So the price for that one was $14.99, the DVC Mickey, and that was $12.77. Now this one is in the same set and is the same base price. So this is $14.99, but because we bought it in World of Disney and Downtown Disney in Disneyland, it was $14.54. So a bit more expensive. Should have been the same price.
But there was also Donald in the set, I think Daisy, a Mickey that wasn't the DVC one, things like that.
Yep. The next section is
the giveaway. So as we say, we've done it. We only do it with our Disney holidays usually, Disney vacations if you're American. We usually try and find a few little things just to do as a giveaway, just as a thank you for watching us and following along, and those that comment as well. The very first one we did try to do it as a quiz. You know, here's a question, please answer it. But it's too hard. It's too hard to make sure they get the right answer. So yeah.
Yeah. And throughout this, we have been showing off the bits that are part of the giveaway, but we haven't been telling you. So let's see if you have an inkling as we go into this bit.
Should we start with the biggest bit or the smallest?
We'll go smallest, so that, not smallest, but yeah, you know what I mean.
So we had a spare one of these. We bought the Oswald ears because they're some a bit different. You don't normally see a lot of the Oswald stuff in the park. This is to say we got this from the character outlet. So part of the giveaway is a pair of the Oswald posable, flexible ears.
Yes. Next thing, which again we have shown, but we wanted to put some things that were specifically Disneyland related because it was our first time there. So the Disneyland lanyard that we showed you, that's going into the giveaway.
The other thing related to that is the Disneyland Resort pin.
Yep.
So that's going into the giveaway because it's specific to that park.
Yep. And then the big ticket item is the Dumbo Loungefly. Again, we originally bought this one and then we got Bob a different Dumbo one. And because we like to put something like a big ticket item into our giveaway, we thought this would be quite good to go into the giveaway now. So as Bob got a different Dumbo one. So this is going in.
Yeah, so it's still got its tags on and everything.
Yeah, it's got
so
tags.
It's not been used, not been worn.
No.
The only reason we took the stuffing out was just to make it easier to get it in the suitcases to get it home. So yeah, we've got 4 items.
The giveaway. He's zipping it up.
That's the look of it. So yeah, 4 items.
The giveaway.
So
if you want to enter,
yeah,
go to our website, which we'll put here. It'll be puffandbeartravels.co.uk or .com. There'll be a tab at the top.
It says giveaway tab. Go to that, and it shows you there. You just fill in your details.
Yep. If you can put your first name and last initial, in case we have multiple people with the same first name.
If you've got 3 Daves, you want to know which one it is that wins, for example.
And if you've got a really common, like if you're like Dave Smith, maybe put a bit. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to.
Ideally, put your full name in. Ideally, if you don't mind putting your full name in.
Yeah.
With an initial in the middle, if you've got one, just so we know that it's definitely you.
Because I know you give us an email address, which for us means we get the right person. But when it's on the wheel, we're not going to be putting your email address on there because we don't want everyone else to see your email address. So we will only put your name on there. So
we want some identifying features. There's like 3 Dave S's. We want to know. You don't get the wrong one to get excited on the screen. You go, yippee, I've won, and find out, sorry, it wasn't you, it was the other one.
Yeah, and if we do end up getting something like 3 Dave Smiths, we'll have to figure out a way of doing that. Maybe part of the email address, like, I don't know, if you've got numbers in your email address, we might put that on there just so we can identify, or you can identify that it's you that's won.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get a hell of a lot of people entering, so that probably will never happen, but just for ease, it just makes life easier.
So or if you've got a preferred nickname or something.
Yeah. So yeah.
Bag, ears, lanyard. Pin. Yeah.
Yeah, not a massive giveaway. We're only a small channel, but we do like to give something back to you to say thank you very much for watching and helping us on our way. So yeah.
Yeah. Right, so that being said, that is now...
That's our haul.
That's everything that we That's everything that we've bought, freebies, things like that picked up along the way. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Any other reaction like thumbs down does the same thing, so it might be a nice happy thumbs up. Thank you very much.
Yep.
If you want to watch any more of our stuff in the future, if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Press the little notification bell, ding ding ding. And you can also follow us on
TikTok, Instagram. We have a Facebook group which you can request to join, which is Pup and Bear Travels, and so is TikTok and Instagram. And you can also find information about us and links to our socials on pupandbeartravels.co.uk or .com, which we've also mentioned for the giveaway. But yeah, you can go there to find information about us and get all the links to our socials.
So that being said, that's that.
Thank you very much for watching.
And hopefully see you in the next one.
Bye.